Aries, thank you for tuning in to Perfectly Imperfect Tarot. This is Green Eyes here to give you your reading. Yes, yes, yes. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Martians, astronauts, pick a node. It does not matter to me. I love each and every one of you. Aries, this is a judgment-free zone, but you will hear the truth, okay? I thank you in advance. Your likes, shares, subscribes, emails, love tokens, donations, comments. Thank you, and thank you again. Cross watchers, I am a snitch. I'm telling you now. Please don't curse me in the comments. Love you. All right, Aries, I feel that I feel like you feel good. I ain't gonna lie. You feel good, look good, smell good. I think that you're looking at yourself with flaws and all and seeing, absolute beauty. I love that. I love that energy, okay? It's very confident. This is the Four of Water here. It's a confident energy. It's a self-reflective energy, all right? Crowning you is thought. Major arcana for this deck. Really thinking things through, of course. It's facing reality. Understanding your power, understanding your focus, paying attention, having epiphanies, things like that, ideas. Okay. I think that your self-reflection is enlightening your thought process. You're just coming up with things out of the woodworks. Beautiful. Again, forward moving energy. I love it. Coming from a place of, I got a dual energy from this, which makes sense with this Three of Water. It's almost as if like, some of you maybe have had some type of third party situation that you've completely separated from. Kudos for you, focusing on self. Some of you have, what do you call it? Like sis boom bob, cheerleaders, your friends, family, go Aries, whatever. They might be cheering you on. Either way, it's showing as past energy, and it's still showing that you're focusing on you. Whether they're giving you positive or negative feedback, you're completely determined to move forward into what it is that you see in this mirror, which is right now absolutely wonderful. Okay. Energy moving towards is showing the Maiden, major arcana for this deck. The Maiden is a fertile energy, so be careful. Okay. It is very self-confident. It's sexy. She's a dream chaser, spontaneous energy. The concern is that it came out sideways. Now, some of you, this is an issue of loving yourself too much and not caring or not paying attention to how it affects others. Okay. And needing to let go of that. And I say that because what's undermining your process is showing here is the Four of Earth. This is somebody that's really holding this stone so that the framework doesn't fall. As if I let this go, this whole thing is going to fall apart. And you know what? No matter what the pain caused, you see the blood in the arm, the blood in the face, let it go. But you holding back or holding off on something is really slowing down your process into this new exuberance of life, this new acceptance of life and the beauty of life. It's leaving you caught in this thought process. You know what I'm saying? But during this time, if you hold on too long, you might miss your boat, because the Five of Water is at the bottom of the deck. That shoulda, woulda, coulda. And you might miss your boat on some type of matrimony, because the Hierophant is coming up right under that with that Seven of Air. Okay. Emotion and intellect was under that. Heart over head decisions. And that's my concern, Aries, right now. Some of you, I think this message is going to gear towards people that had third-party situations they took too long to get out of. You took too long to recognize who you are, what you wanted, and now you're holding on to some type of control or something that you feel is controlling you, which is going to possibly cause you to miss your boat. All right, but we're going to clarify and get some information and see. Let's go with, I want to say Rider. I think I do. Let's try Rider. Haven't used these in a while. Wow, that Chariot was determined. Is that what that is? Yeah, it is. Cancer energy. Some of you, you know, divine is trying to move you, and you trying to control the chariot, and you can't. The chariot has no straps, it has no brakes, it doesn't stop until it reaches its destination, but you have to be willing to ride. You know what I'm saying? You have to be willing to ride. I just feel like this is heavy on control. Even though I think that you feel that you have the best intentions, like you've already figured out the best scenario for everything, as long as everybody fall in line. But that's not how life works. Tell me about this Four of Water, the Moon, Piscean energy, also Scorpion energy. For me personally, I have to acknowledge that this is clarifying this, almost as if like you're accepting, like I said, good, bad, and indifferent, but there's something inside that you're still hiding. Some of you. Others of you, you're trying to have like an internal spiritual cleanse or figure out how to do that. Maybe Libra, Aquarius, Gemini has something to do with it. But you feel like you've been cut off, or they feel like they've been cut off. And here's the Chariot again. Wow. Okay. So I feel like some of you are connecting to whoever this Queen of Swords is to you. And you're being divinely led to this person. And you can't control it, and you don't like it. You don't like it at all. Let me get that. One on that Chariot. Nine of Wands reverse. It's almost like I feel like, you know, I don't like it, but, you know, I'm giving in. I'm going to try it. I'm giving in. But you still trying to control that. Let me get one on the Nine of Wands reverse. And there's the Six of Wands. You know it's the right thing. Aries, this is almost like a beautiful epiphany. That's what it's turning into. It's just like a layered process for you. It's an onion being peeled. You know what I'm saying? But victorious celebration with the Six of Wands energy. And it is your energy, fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. So I'm loving it. I want to leave that right there. Let's talk about this thought. King of Swords. All right, now the King of Swords can be funky with the way they communicate. And there's the Devil. It almost as if it feels like I got to figure out how to say this. I got to figure out how to tell my story, how to... I'm hearing how to lie. I ain't gonna lie. Tell me about this Devil. It could be Capricorn energy. If it is, leave it at that. I'm tied to you. I'm bound to you. There's the Hierophant. I'll marry you. That's what it sounds like. Not like, will you marry me? But, okay, I'll marry you. Like, just don't leave. Like a form of control. You understand? Tell me more. And you feel like this is your soulmate. Six of Cups is still forward-moving energy. You feel like you belong together. This is turning into a love reading. And like, I'm really, yeah, heavy on this divine connection. And it is a divine connection. But, let me just stop before tell me about this Three of Cups. What happened? The Tower. Ah! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I did ask, right? Good Lord. If that's not plain as day, I don't know what is. Okay, Aries, like I said, it could be you, it could be your partner, whoever it is. What happened. Good Lord. Somebody got thrown out the window. That's how hard that Tower came out energetically for me personally. Because I asked what happened, and when I say it came tumbling down, good googa mooga. with the Ten of Wands. Oh, baby. This was a hurt. And that, well, you know what? With justice, Libra energy, let me tell you, it had to happen. And whatever happened, it had to happen. To whoever it happened to, be it you or, you know, your person, it had to come down. And it had to come down to be fair. Because something was completely unbalanced if justice has to come out to settle the scales. You know what I'm saying? Tell me about the Four of Earth, though. Why the need for control? What's the holdback? What's the struggle? For Aries, please. Thank you. Three of Cups again. God darn. All right, I'm going to say this. Because this is what I was thinking, but I didn't want to say it. For some of you, the third party situation seems to, you're attached to it for whatever reason. It could be a child involved. It could be property involved, a business involved, whatever. But it's some type of attachment that has you tied to somebody you were in a karmic with. This is not for everybody, I know. All right, just give me a second. Now, that attachment, unfortunately, is affecting your progression, which is why this onion has so many layers. You understand? Tell me more about this Three of Cups. For those, temperance, patience, balance, Sagittarian energy. Not giving of yourself, of your emotions, of your feelings, not sharing. You know, the temperance is a healing, balance and energy. This energy balances emotions. But if you're holding back from your emotions, from your, it's almost as if like you've robotically, like a robot. You know, I get up, I do this, I do that. I get up, I do this, I do that. I get up, I do this, you know, with no emotions involved. And emotions were required. Huh. So for those that are embracing the maiden energy in the future, which is again an energy of free love, of joy, self-love, it seems that you'll have a new perspective in life with that Piscean energy of the Hangman. For those that are not embracing the maiden energy, you get a boomstick upside down. Darn it. No. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. But you know what? You holding back basically is what, you know, Divine is saying. For those of you that hold back, your blessing is held back. Your progress is held back. Your new beginning is held back. Your boom boom, your boom boom is held back, you know? But it's waiting for it's still yours. You know, what God has for you is still for you, but it's up to you whether or not, you know, you're going to pursue it. I'm still looking at, I know you can't see it, but I can still see this. Hold on. I just want to go back to this King of Swords and Devil energy. Hold on. Hold on. Just give me a second. Give me a second. It just feels like lying to me, but it's almost like lying to yourself. Somebody lying to themselves. Or somebody really aggressive in their communication to the point that it's brutal. It's you know, clap. Ace of Cups reverse. Don't fool yourself into thinking that you won't have love again, because that's a lie. You understand me? That's a lie. That's nothing but the enemy trying to trick you. Let me have some more on that, please. The Hangman again. It's almost as if you're putting thought into, or whoever is resonating with this, maybe it's your partner, but it's almost as if too much thought is going into the lack of communication because of toxic ways, because of ego, because of addictions, what have you. But whatever those things were, it's now planting a seed that I don't deserve love, you know, or I'll never have love, or I guess I wasn't made for love. But the love is, see, I tell you, I love God. The love is there. Love has always been in your life in some form or another. Two of Chalices or Two of Cups energy is, again, it doesn't have to be companion. It can be a friend, it could be a family member, but there's somebody that knows how to give and receive love in a way that you know how to acknowledge it. In the way that you give and receive, somebody that understands you, and you've always had that in your life in some way, shape, or form, maybe just not in the form that you wanted or expected it to come in, but it came nonetheless. You understand? And that has been your cornerstone. That has been your cornerstone. And it, you know, I have to acknowledge past life here, I know, but whatever, if this is a past life relationship, that, because I think Aries, if you're resonating with this, you know, this person has cut this tie. I'm not going to kid you. This Queen of Swords has cut this tie. They're not going to go around this mulberry bush with you no more. Or this is you cutting them off. But with divine assistance of the Tower, the weight of the world with this Ten of Wands, and then angel assistance with justice to reset the scales. I think your last reading was, I was, the only way in was with complete honesty or something like that. And some of you are still fighting that. And you know what? You're entitled to do that, because if that's your comfort zone, that's how you know, God's, one of his free gifts to us is free will. One of his first gifts to us is free will. That's your choice. You understand? Will you be okay? You don't know how not to be. Let's just make that plain. You don't know how not to be okay. Yes, but will you have emotional fulfillment that you really want, that inner peace? You know, right now that remains in the air, and it depends on you, because some of you are looking at things brand new, including yourself, and you're going to take a chance on something new. Others of you are going to like, look, I'm good where I'm at. And I'm not mad at you, because like I said, this is a judgment-free zone, so I'm going to clarify both. Let me have one on the Hangman. Let me have one on the Hangman. Forward movement. Clarify the Hangman, please, for Aries. Thank you. Eight of Pentacles reverse. It might be leading to you taking some time off from work. Thank you. Judgment here. That's a final call. You might be, yeah, changing jobs or changing the way you work. Page of Cups, so that you can represent this cup of love. And even though it's coming in the form of a page, it will be a true cup. It may be just an apology, because, you know, a page is small. That's very immature energy, okay? It's young energy. And with this Three of Pentacles coming out reverse, it might not work. I ain't gonna lie. But you're going to be able to say, I did it. I tried it. You know, it's done. Okay, I can move on. You won't have these shoulda, woulda, couldas hanging over your head. You understand? Because you were true to you know, your focus and drive. Now, the ones that choose to ride this train and just work on self, wow. Good googa mugga. The Fool. Now, let's talk about this Fool. Aquarian, Aries energy. It's not a bad thing. It depends on where you are in your life on how you really view this energy. Because the Fool is a leap of faith. The card number is 0. So for me personally, if I got to start back on 0, I don't know if I'm going to make it. My knees can't take that journey again. I ain't going to lie. Now, that's for me. For you, Aries, y'all a little more fit. You're a little more physically active. You might be able to handle it. Me, I'll be done passed out. I ain't going to lie. I got to run around this track again. Are you kidding me? But that's that energy. It's a new start. It's a new beginning. It's a clean slate. But you're going to be required to make some changes during the journey so that the same thing doesn't happen again. Tell me about the Fool for Aries. Clarify the Fool for Aries. Thank you. And their High Priestess, Piscean energy, very intuitive. Forward movement, not talking though, quiet, listening to self. And again, with the Four of Pentacles, holding back. This is holding back communication, holding back openness, which is the same thing that's with hindering you now, which is why I said some people are just going to go right about that track again. If that's your choice, will you be okay? Like I said, you don't know how not to be. 10 of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. Financially and, how can I say this? Financially, security-wise, you know, you guys get that part. It's the emotions I think you struggle with. You know, it's really the emotions you struggle with. I don't know why. Because you are so loving, but you also can be really controlling with that love. Like, I'm surprised the King of Cups isn't out here, but it isn't. So it seems like some of you are trying to let go. Matter of fact, I have no kings out here. Interesting. Oh, I did have the King of Swords. Right. Okay. Which is harsh communication, which is argumentative and hurtful. And it came out with the Devil. Don't let the enemy let your mouth get you in trouble. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. All right? Don't let the enemy let your mouth get you in trouble. All right? Aries, I love y'all. Please make sure you hit the thumbs up on the way out. It's absolutely free to do so, okay? If this if this doesn't resonate for you, check your moon and rising signs, but don't take the energy with you. Leave it for someone else. Guys, remember that we are all perfectly imperfect, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.